Welcome to the Shed. It's your man, the Shed NDP. Hope you're all well. Welcome back. It's your Grand Shadow Master, my little Shadowites, and I hope you're all well. So, I'm going to do a quick review of what's going on this week. So, obviously, the weekend we had quite a few things going on there. We had the funeral of the late Prince Philip, the Duke of Edinburgh. Man was incredible. He certainly had a full life. He worked until he was 96, died at the age of 99, and he was the head of the royal family for best part of over 70 years, 73 years. He was married to the Queen, so although he wasn't head of state, he was the head of the family and a husband, father, grandfather, great grandfather. And I liked him because he liked to speak his mind, not always politically correct, shall we say. But obviously the royal family are in mourning, and we need to give them a bit of respect and a bit of time. What you don't really need when you're in mourning is the cameras of the world in your face. So let's just try and give them a bit of space. Also, in America, we've had more shootings. Who saw that coming? In Indianapolis, there was 8 killed, including the gunman who decided to go on a rampage. And then in Chicago, there was the shooting of this 13-year-old boy. The police officer claiming that she didn't realise she pulled a revolver. She thought she had a taser. So this is for me and anyone who wears a police uniform. Obviously, in the UK, we don't carry guns because we don't want to have so many shootings, which we don't have. We very rarely have shootings in this country. In America, they seem to be every other week or every week. And that continual. Obviously, COVID has put a little bit of a delay to them, but there don't seem to be quite so many, but they're still going on. So this 13-year-old boy shot by this police officer who thought she had pulled a phaser, but in fact it was a handgun. Surely you put the handgun in the same place every time and your phaser somewhere else, and they probably don't feel the same, different weight, different sizes. You'd know, I think, if you had your handgun, and you'd know if you had your phaser. Anyway, so got a couple of plugs I'm going to do on today's one. First, we're going to start with Knights of Hants, which is my friend Ariel's channel. I know you're thinking, Andy, you've told us about this before. We know, but I'm going to do it again because you may not have watched all the videos and you might think, you know what, I want to go and learn how to cook a nice Southeast Asian Filipino style dish. Well, Ariel's your man. You can learn all sorts from squid and fish to pork and all sorts of different things done in a, like I say, Asian style. Good, honest portions from Ariel. Look at that belly, Ariel. We can tell that you're not scared of your food, my friend. Anyway, so yeah, there is a recommendation there for you. Also, coming soon, me and Ariel are going to go head to head in a cook-off. First one is going to be a curry. I say the first one because you never know. We may do more than one. There you go. There's a plan, Ariel. Curry first, and then we'll see where we go from there, my friend. We may be planning to do that in the next couple of weeks, depending on COVID and whether we can actually get together on the days that we plan. But we will certainly have this done by summer, by probably July at the latest. But we are looking to hopefully do this fairly soon. Then we have the FA Cup semi-finals. Well, they were boring, weren't they? Manchester City losing 1-0 to Chelsea, and then Southampton losing 1-0 to Leicester. So I didn't actually watch the Man City and Chelsea game. It sounded pretty dull. Man City didn't really seem that they were on it. But what a bench, my man. What a bench they have. We're going to talk more about football in a bit, but we are going to first talk about the Southampton-Leicester game. So you can tell just by the one goal in the game which team has form and which team doesn't. Because if you have form, what happened with that bad shot coming back to you, setting you up for the goal, happens. And if you're in bad form, it just goes wide, doesn't it? So that was clearly Southampton now haven't really got any form, and Leicester have. Well, good luck, Leicester, in the final. That's what I say. let's hope that you can beat them, you know. And there you are. Do have another review for you. This one is for another one of my friends, another person I used to work with, Mike's Bites. So Mike's Bites is a channel which is there for cooking. You know, he's done 3 or 4 videos now. Slightly better production than what I would put out. But, you know, they're quite simple, easy to cook dishes. And, you know, they're quite short. So if you want to go and give them a go, then Mike's Bites. You got on there so far, I think, a burger, a coleslaw, a broccoli soup, and a salsa. So, you know, all very simple, easy to follow food, but like I say, nice production. It does look nice. So we do have fans back at the World Snooker Championship, which is good to see. You know, we did have also fans back at Wembley this week. And, you know, by the end of the snooker championships, they are hoping, I believe, to have a full house for the final, which will be good. It'll be nice to have a bit of atmosphere there, even if it's only snooker. And then some pubs have reopened. The pub I work in, that opened, hopefully all going well, on the 17th of May. Hopefully, you know, plans are going ahead. Have been in the last couple of days to sort a few things out, throw a lot of stock away, but, you know, that's the way it is. Also, as you know, we do have an allotment now. So tomorrow I'm going to film my first video from the allotment. So we have done quite a bit to it. We've dug it out and made it almost workable. So I need to go and get a few things, a bit more manure, some feeder, and then we can start to look maybe at the weekend to plant some vegetables. So we're probably going to do some potatoes, some parsnips, carrots, beetroots, things which should hopefully grow quite nicely. But yeah, you know, we're looking forward to that, and I'm going to do possibly a weekly gardening show on that, because, you know, who doesn't want to know what I know about gardening? Little clue for you, there's not a lot. Then obviously on Sunday it broke, the planned Super League. So 6 of England's teams, along with 3 from Italy and 3 from Spain, think, oh, you know what? We're so important that we're going to form a Super League. Who's going to complain about that? Everyone. Everyone is going to complain about that. Nobody so far really has said, oh, yeah, that's a good idea. Because these top managers who manage the likes of Man City, Liverpool, Man United, Chelsea, we're throwing Arsenal and Spurs, they all moan, oh, we got to play too many games. So now you want to play, and because I think they're planning on making it into 50. Germany don't want to know about it. This is the difference, though, between, say, England. Let's not pick on the Spanish and the Italians at the moment, because I'm not sure so much about them. But these English teams, 3 of them are run by Americans. We then have the Man City team, which is run by Dubai. Then you've got David Levy, who is the Spurs manager. I think he's living somewhere. But they're all purely owned. In Germany, the maximum of a football team you can own is 49%, which means no one has overall control of the team, which is why your Bayern Munichs and your Borussia Dortmund said, nah, you're all right. You know, it's fan based there, and the fans aren't going to accept this. What they should do, though, is if they do decide to go with this, and the FA and UEFA say, yeah, that's fine, you go do that, you're not allowed to play anymore in the Champions League. You're no longer allowed to play in the Premier League or Serie A or La Liga or whatever other league, whatever other teams come from, then that's it. You can no longer play. And if after a year, you know, it doesn't work out, oh well, that's your fault. You know, don't let them back. Once they're gone, that's it. They stay gone. They do not think, oh, but they're Man United. We can't not have the league with Man United. Yeah, of course we can. They're not. You know, they think that they're important. Well, screw them. You know, let them rot. Let's make Old Trafford the greatest football stadium to not have any fans in, or the Bernabeu, or the Nou Camp, or wherever. You know, it's not for the fans, it's for money. And as fans, they should say, nah, fuck you. Also, the comedy value here is Arsenal certainly aren't going to qualify for Europe by the way things are going. West Ham are the top London club, and yet you've got Chelsea, Arsenal, and Spurs all in there thinking, oh yeah, we're big boys, we're important. Look at us. No, you're not. You know, let's have it so that the Premier League is constantly being won by the likes of Leicester and Everton and Aston Villa. You know, stir it up a bit. If they don't want to do it, then they don't want to do it. And that's up to them. So, I could do another one, could go on for hours about the Super League. I'm not going to do that today. Might do one later on in the week. But so, coming up soon, we are going to have my weekly gardening show, which is going to be quite amusing actually, because I don't really know anything about gardening, but that should be quite amusing. Obviously, returning back to my main job very soon as well. Gonna get some more cooking done because, after all, as a chef, should be able to do a little bit of cooking. Will need to find my proper tripod because currently I'm looking at a phone on top of a bin, but there you go. What are we thinking? Do we want some more Shakespeare? Did we enjoy my Shakespeare? Sure we did. And we're going to do like this. We're going to do a weekly news vlog because why not? It gives you something to actually talk about. Anyway, if you have watched through to the end, then I would love you to give me a like. Don't forget to subscribe, tell your friends, share. See ya, pals.